Hello, thanks for watching the video. So today we're going to be trying to fix an oil leak on this 2002 Camry. This is a V6. The oil leak, can't really see it, but it appears to be coming around here. Now my first impression was it may be this cam seal. Before taking the cover off and checking that and having to remove the timing belt, we're going to try something else. And to do that, we're going to have to lift the car, take the wheel off, and then I'll get right back after that. Okay, with the wheel off, there is a skirt right here. It may have 2 or 3, probably 3. Ours has 3, but we're missing 1. Those are 10mm bolts. We're going to remove the bolts and remove this skirt. Yeah, so here's why I wanted to take the wheel off. You can see it right there as well. You just can't get to it very good, but you may be able to. Alright, so there it is from the wheel well here. And yeah, the best position is going to be on top, I believe. To get access to that sensor, we're going to need to remove the belt, alternator or accessory belt. So there's a bracket we'll have to remove as well that's connected to the alternator mounting bolt. So we're going to remove this mounting bolt and basically just going to get the belt off. To do that, we have to remove the 14mm bolt here, or not remove it but loosen it, and then we will start trying to loosen the belt by the adjuster over there. But first, let's get that mounting bolt loosened. Okay, got it loosened. That's probably good enough. Now let's go for the there's a pinch bolt that holds that adjustment bolt. Pinch bolt is that bottom one there. Right there. See that one there? I think that may be a 12. Check that 14 and see if that works. Need to loosen that. So yeah, the pinch bolt is a 12mm. Enough to be able to see that. That tight, huh? Okay, there you go. Turn it a couple times. Half. All right, there you go. All right, now we'll loosen the adjustment bolt right above it there. Right there. Okay, we're using a that's 12mm, right? 12mm on that adjustment. Using a 3-inch extension. All right, as you turn it, keep checking that belt. So you get to the point where you can take it off of the pulley. So once you get the adjustment bolt loose, you shouldn't have to take it all the way out, or not even near all the way out. If the belt is not coming off and its alternator still seems tight, make sure that you make sure the bolt is loosened enough. You should never have to take the bolt all the way out to adjust the to move the, or to get the belt off. All right, so yeah, what you need to do next is take something and push it down. Try your hand. If you can't use your hand, try maybe a block of a 2x4 or something. Just find a good place and maybe tap on the other end of the 2x4 with the hammer and just move it down because it's just stuck. So once you move it down, should be able to pop the belt right off. Once the belt is removed, we need to remove this bracket right here so we can get our arm down there at the sensor. So it was held on by two 14mm bolts. Here was the top one, bottom one. That should come right out like that. Now, right next to the alternator mounting bolt is this little bracket here, you see. That's held on at the other end by a 12mm nut, which we've taken off. See it right there, maybe you can. So that should come right off now, but you do have to have that mounting bolt loosened. I need to get it off just from the back, the nut off, and then just slip it off here. Now we can see this sensor, maybe, yeah, I think you can see the wire. It's a one wire, it's a white wire, and there's the sensor right there. All right, reach your hand in there, try to get a clamp on that. You got it off, okay. It was actually broken, wasn't it? Yeah, so mine was broken. I remember, I think it was broke when I put it on. I was just hoping it wasn't going to come off. So yeah, it was definitely on there, but it wasn't on there so hard to get off because mine was broken. Now that shouldn't have anything to do with it leaking. What we do now is we find out what size socket we're going to need. Here's the new sensor we're going to use. Engine oil pressure sensor. It's like 10 bucks. We're going to find out how big this is. Now, I don't know if the old one is going to be the same size for our socket. So the new one is 24, and we're going to have this deep socket, of course, to get over, because we got to go over the connector here to remove it. Okay, so we've got a 24mm socket with a reduced down, so we can put our 3/8 wrench on, and we're going to use a little extension here, a little cheater bar, I guess, and we're going to try to loosen that and remove it. Go ahead. So yeah, it's not that tight on there. There's quite a bit of oil buildup around there. You know, it could be coming from the can seal right above it. I'm pretty sure. Well, I can't be that sure that it still could be the crankshaft seal. But what we're going to do is look at the sensor when we pull it off and see if it's maybe defective. You do it by hand?
Kinda. It's kind of slippery.
You can wipe it off here?
Yeah, I got it.
Alright, there it is pulled out, and see all that oil coming through. So that connector was on there, so there's no reason for oil to be coming through this side of it. And that's usually where they are damaged at or become defective, is they just start leaking through. So yeah, there shouldn't be any oil inside there. So hopefully that's going to be our problem, and we're going to put our new one on. Probably clean around there first. There's our connector just hanging there. And okay, got some Teflon tape on the new sensor. All right, putting it back in place. Good luck finding the hole. Found the hole?
Yeah.
Good. Take it all the way with your hand as far as you can before putting the socket on. All right, there it is in place. Just hand tightened, so he's going to grab a wrench, put it on the rest of the way. With the sensor in place now, we're going to put the connector back in place. There's a lot of oil there. Let me go ahead and wipe it off a little bit. Now this one's broken. If it's not broken, then make sure when you put the sensor back in place that you line it up in a good position so that you can get your thumb and index finger on the little tab that you're going to need to push. So yeah, that's very important. So you'll be able to get it off again if you have to. All right, so I dried it off a little bit there. I'm going to take some of this electronic cleaner stuff and we're going to try to spray it. Just clean it a little bit. All right, I'm going to let you put this on. So yeah, we're just going to push this on. I think it's going to stay on there pretty well without the clip. So because it's been on there a long time before. Yeah, push it on as far as you can. Remember, you're going to, if it feels nice and snug, don't push it any farther, because you know you don't want it to get so hard you can't get it off. You got it on?
I think so.
Yeah, that's not coming off. That's not coming off. So I'm going to go ahead and put things back together now. We're going to put that little brace thing here. Okay, grab the nut and put the nut on there. A long ways to go. Putting that bracket back in place with the two 14mm bolts. Put the splash shield back on with these two bolts and the skirt, whatever it's called, and we'll put our wheel back in place. Now, if you watch the video, you probably realize you don't have to take this wheel off to do this job. You don't have to even remove that, but if you want to get a good vantage point, look at it and maybe find out where that connector, those tabs are at from here before you go on the top and start trying to reach in there and feel your way. That may be an option. That's why I took it off, because I thought I was going to have trouble. I didn't realize it was already broken from the last time I did it. So anyway, that's going to be it for this. We'll probably start it up here since we've got all our tools still out, and if we hear some belt squeal from the alternator, we'll go ahead and tighten it up. But of course, we don't have to remove anything other than just the pinch bolt and the pivot bolt again, so that's not a big deal. Anyway, thanks for watching the video on the oil pressure sensor removal. Well, we've had some leakage coming through the other side. 2002 Camry 1MZ FE engine, V6. Thank you for watching. Till next time, have a nice day. Take care. Start it up.